What's up, everybody? It's Jeffrey Lyles welcoming you to another edition of Lyles Figure Files. For some of you, this is the third time you're hearing my voice today, as I've been doing all kinds of videos talking about the Marvel Legends MCU Fantastic Four. And just before the gate, just like Indiana Jones reaching for the hat, managed to get my reaction video to the Gamerverse Marvel Legends, aka the Marvel versus Capcom wave. Wow, cool 2-packs, so much stuff is always to break down. Hope you're having an awesome Thursday. Just one more day to go, then we get into our weekend. For me here, it's gonna be rainy. Not exactly the way it needs to be drawn up, but it gives me more time to watch TV shows, review some comic books, review some action figures, and slowly start chipping away at my massive action figure backlog. Who else can relate? Anyway, before I get started any further, I have to make sure to thank the Lyles Figure Files VIP members: David Thanos, Lawson Wallace, John Morsey, Retro Robo, James Green, Jamelyn Parks, Blake Tarpley, Love to See Lions, BK, Robert Hayes, Nathan William, Henry G, Ryan Daly, Jay Woods, Tom Finn 2018, and MOC Turtle. Thank you all for your support of this channel. And like I mentioned, some of you all have heard my voice for the third time. That's because right now, my Fantastic Four MCU reaction video is set exclusively for the VIP members. So they're getting a chance to watch this early, while everybody else will see it a little bit later on. Don't worry, it will be available at some point. But one of the perks of being a VIP member here at Lyles Figure Files, get to see that early access, sometimes some posts on some big sales, and just some random behind the scenes shots and photos here in the studio, where you just can't see all the stuff, the chaos, the madness, the beautiful madness that goes on around here. Shout out to Julia. So also want to make sure to thank the Lyles Figure Files super supporters for the month of May. It's our last show, our last live stream of this month, because we're moving on to June, moving right along. So big special shout out to Kwame Taylor, Jelly Jam, Alexander L, Penguin Plastic, Red Foreman, John Morsey, Lawson Wallace, Ryan Daly, Han, Robert Hayes, and Chief. What's up, Chief? All right, so let's do the thing here. Let's talk about all this stuff. But before we get into that, let me see what's going on in the chat. I promise and guarantee to respond to all of your comments about the Marvel Legend reviews and all that great stuff very soon. I'm just going to make sure I respond to everybody else first, and then I'll get into that, because I'm sure a lot of y'all are hyped and excited about that, and I am too. Snake Eyes, howdy, partner. How are you tonight? Anthony Rogers, what's good, everybody? What's good with you, Anthony? James Green, what's going on, action figure family? What's up, Jeffrey? What's up, man? How are you tonight? Blake Tarpley, yo, it's time. What's up, Jeff and the Figure Files? What's up, Blake Tarpley? Hit the like button on the way through the door. Okay, well, I said it before. How you doing? And thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for joining. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for checking out the videos. I appreciate it. And if you feel so inclined, let's go ahead and throw a like up there. I appreciate that as well. And thanks for hanging out with me on this fine Thursday. Kelly Cox, hey everyone. Nice shot of the $1 Million Man. I wish I could take credit for that one, Kelly. It's from Mattel. Retro Robo, what's up, Jeff and the Figure Files crew? What's up, Retro Robo? Love me some Thursday nights. Me too. That means the weekend is right around the corner, and I'm ready for it. So ready for it. Brian P, tell Ted DiBiase, $1 Million Man, to lend me some of that money so I can afford all these upcoming figures. Seriously, it's just like an onslaught of more figures that I want. It's wild. G Brew, greetings, fellow humans. What makes you so sure that all of us are humans? What's up? How are you? 8:05 on the dot. I try so hard. I've been sitting in front of the computer basically since I've been home watching the Marvel Legends live stream, and then, oh my gosh, here's my thoughts on it. But man, some cool stuff. And then I was finishing up some comic book reviews. So we'll see how fast to get that stuff done. So much stuff. Jamelyn Price, do you know where your figure filer is? You better be right here watching every Thursday night. is our favorite figure filer futzing around with his figures. Yes. Maybe you can see in the background here, there's a new addition to the Justice League shelf right there. Not so dirty Diana. She's there, Wonder Woman, hanging out with the rest of her Justice League compadres. That's pretty cool. And I'm not sure if I had damage on there last time on the Justice Society shelf. So there you go. More additions to come. I will show you a few, not even a couple. There's 3 new additions that I will need to work in there as well. But we're getting to that soon enough. Filing more figures. Duh. Undercover Colton. Hey everyone, today's reveals blew me away. Juggernaut looks more masculine than Hulk, right? Ryan Alien, Shuma, Kuraf. Yeah, man. It's wild. Andre Montalongo, what's up? Hello, cool Marvel Legend reveals this morning. Yes, it was. Blade Tarpley, reviews and comments like G.I. Joe 7. Try to get Battle Beast #1, but it's selling out. Oh, yes. I reviewed G.I. Joe #7. So excited. It's up on the site. If you didn't see it, it is the current post. It's my fresh to death. I mean, post right now for today. Or on Lyle's Movie Files. Oops. So you can see it right here. Bam. There you go. So there it is. G.I. Joe 107 featuring Beachhead, Flint, and Lady J. G.I. Joe Night Force in action. Also, Void Rivals. If you're not reading this, you really should be. It's a great book. Rekgar shows up in the Junkions as well. Hornsby and Halo also dropped this week. Death Honor. It's a book set during COVID. A little mob comic book. Kind of cool, kind of interesting. It's first issue. Hyde Street, also a solid pickup. And of course, Bitterroot, the next movement. Always worth reading. Anytime Bitterroot drops a new issue, a new arc, it's worth grabbing because it's just unlike anything else that's out there. So definitely check those out. But those reviews are all up right now on LowsMovieFiles.com. What's up, Lawson? How are you? JBK's Comics. Hello, how are you? Lawson, I'm a little late because I was posting on Jeffrey's figure file. Oh, not figure files, Fantastic Four figure video. I did see it and I did not get a chance to respond before I started, but I will respond, of course. Dark Knight 297. Jeff and the Figure Files crew. What's good, fellow collectors? What's good with you? I am so excited, chilling, and ready to do the thing. Let's see. Patrick P. What's up? How are you, Patrick? Jeff, are you mentally prepared for the slight possibility that you will have a HasLab Rattler this time next month? Yo, Ryan, you know, I remember almost a full year back when I said, I don't even know where I'm going to put the HasLab Rattler. That's 2025 Jeff's problems. Well, it's 2025, and Jeff from 2025 is now starting to go, where am I going to put that Rattler? It's going to be amazing to unbox and all that good stuff. I don't even know it's going to fit in my photo box. But I am so looking forward to adding Wild Weasel to the crew and having a Rattler, the Cobra Tank Buster. No tanks for the G.I. Joes yet. But yeah, I don't know where I'm putting it. But I did get that email from Hasbro Pulse. It was my favorite thing about the Pulse HasLabs because it's all done. Everything on my end is done at this point. All I'm waiting for is just verifying my address 10 times before it gets shipped out. And I'm not mad at them for verifying that address. So yeah, get excited. Too late. Already excited. Your G.I. Joe Classified Series Cobra Rattler Ground Attack Jet is coming soon. Woo-hoo! To ensure smooth sailing and avoid delays, double check that your shipping address is up to date. Orders will be shipping soon, so please make any updates by June 13th. Shipping begins on the following dates in different territories: US and Canada, late June. Let's turn the page to Yojo June. Can't wait. We're going to see that, and I'm so excited. I don't know where I'm going to put it, but I'm going to figure it out. King Collector, the king is in the building. What's up, y'all? What's up, King Collector? How are you? Lawson, Jeffrey, I can't believe you got that Fantastic Four video out so quickly. Well done. Thank you. It's it's funny because I cranked that out pretty fast and I was debating, do I do the Marvel versus Capcom, the Fantastic Four video first? And I decided, let's knock out the Fantastic Four. Let's call the four. They're up first. Knock that out. And then I was all cute, changed my shirt, was ready to go to do the Marvel versus Capcom figure reveals. And then somebody decided to start cutting their lawn, and their lawn service crew came through and was like, oh no. I don't know if y'all hear any of the background stuff. If you do, let me know. Because I was just like, yo, keep the noise down. Trying to record a podcast here, but thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. John Morrissey with a 616 super chat. Thank you so much, my friend. Here is 616 cents in honor of today's fantastic Marvel reveals. They were pretty fantastic. I mean, wow. I feel like after watching that live stream, I've got 4 pretty strong candidates to show up later in my top 10 for Marvel Legends. We'll see. But yeah, it was pretty exciting. Oh, let's see. Let me go back. There we go. Jamlin says, oh, that reminds me, Jeff. I did read the Duke's Island mission. Yes, it was good. I think I now rank them Jinx, Roadblock, Duke, Spirit, Beachhead. That was weird. Yeah, because it was like Jinx, Roadblock, and Duke were the best ones. I was surprised that Beachhead wasn't like number 1 or 1B because I felt like he was a character tailor-made for that format. But if you're a Beachhead fan, definitely grab G.I. Joe number 7 because this is all about Beachhead. This is the Beachhead issue that I was maybe thinking I was going to see from that silent missions, but this one is so good. And it's like, yes. So if you weren't hyped on Beachhead in the Energon universe, this was not the Energon universe, the silent missions. Those are set in the Larry Hama G.I. Joe universe. But the Energon Skybound stuff has been really, really great. Just like the Larry Hama stuff. I mean, it's Larry Hama writing G.I. Joe. I'm going to be a fan and grabbing every issue until he's no longer writing them. So, but this stuff we're getting from Joshua Williamson, amazing. I'm going to save your comment, G Brew, until I get back to that. Ryan, I just read the Duke and Roblox silent issues a couple hours ago. Wow, that's cool. What did you think of them? Lawson, Jeff, I know we're gonna put the Rattler, or at least for a while, and then ever-growing pile of figures you're still trying to figure out space for, like the rest of us. Yeah. So like the DC ones, that's the one that's gotten out of control because I had like 15 figures around the corner, and it's like I don't know where that happened. Because for a long time, I was like, oh, here's a cool one. I'll buy them. And I really like after that Damian Wayne Robin, the first one they did, I was like, yeah, these 8 figures I have, I think that's where we're gonna stop. And then they just started cranking out all these great figures, and I'm like, what's going on? And I'm like designing a whole Justice League shelf, a Justice Society shelf, a miscellaneous Superman, Batman, Green Lantern shelf. I'm like, I'm going to need more space for these guys because yeah, it's wild. So we'll see what's happening with it. But it's wild. The G.I. Joes, at least, I have a pretty solid base setup. It just can't stand for any more big vehicles, which means that's when I'm gonna have to change things up. So we'll see how that goes. Fingers crossed, it makes sense. Oh, let me save this one too. Retro Robo. King Collector. I need the Wild Weasel figure, but I got no room for that Rattler. I wonder if you won't be able to find Wild Weasel online relatively easy if case people bought more than one Rattler, because I feel like most of those people who bought more than one want to have Baroness pilot the other Rattler because they decked her out in pilot Baroness gear. In which case, you might see a decent amount of Wild Weasels going online. Now they're probably not going to be $25.99 or $27.99, but I think that's a lot better than paying whatever the price for the HasLab is if you just wanted Wild Weasel. Morrissey for the win. Go, John. Dark Knight. Star this one too. Jeff, as you know, you're getting two Rattlers since was it Snake Eyes? Indeed. Who won it is getting yes. Wow, that's right, Snake Eyes. You're about to get a Rattler when it ships over here. So yes, thanks to Blake Tarpley, that Rattler is coming your way too. I forgot. I mean, I knew you were getting it, but yeah, that's right. It's coming your way very soon. Undercover Colton. And we have San Diego Comic Con coming up soon. I'm excited, but my wallet's not. Ditto. My wallet is like, my wallet has been giving me evil stares since January 1st. I don't know why, but it's just like glaring at me every time I go to make that move. And it's like, stay away. It's a while. It's like, okay, let me see here. I'll show you soon enough. Boom. We giving away some G.I. Joe tonight? Yeah, Lawson. Why not? Let's give away some G.I. Joe tonight. I wasn't sure what we were gonna give away. Hit me up on Instagram. Let me know which one you want to give away tonight. Let's see here. Someone needs to come up with an angry wallet emoji. Someone needs to make an angry wallet figure. Maybe they could sell it on Pulse along with those t-shirts. All right. Let me do this real fast. Let me go through all the other stuff and then I'll go to what I figured everyone want to talk about. It's not June yet, but we got our very first reveal or render reveal for Yojo June, and this one was pretty exciting. It's Budo. This is a really, really cool figure. I gotta assume he's gonna be like in a deluxe deal, like Snowjaw, like Tripwire. Man, how cool is this figure though? Let's take a look at everything he comes with. So he's got his classic helmet, like the original figure. Very cool. Got the chin strap. It's like a mix of old school samurai, modern soldier. And I love that you can see the actual helmet aspects to it. Zoom all the way in. So you can see pretty cool helmet deal set up with the chin strap. And he's got that really cool fin on either side and the head sculpt. I really dig this too because it's got his hair up in the ponytail, pony bun, and a little bit of a faint shadow here, but here he's letting it go. So check out this. You can see the facial hair right here, just kind of fading in, but now we got the full on deal. And his hair is probably that long anyway. I really like this option to have a different look for him. And I really love this. They really went off with him because we got this incorporation of really cool G.I. Joe tech gear and then his samurai setup. So this chest armor piece, very cool. It's a nice hybrid between the two. Looks like we've got his name right here. And you can see both versions have that diamond pattern. You see he's got his shoulder pads, his elbow, wrist guards, sheath here on the side, knee pads, foot pads. And of course, he's got a slew of katanas and different swords. Very nice. So you can see you can slip one here on this setup. So you can put one here, and he's got the backpack. So you can put another one on here, the long sword, I'm assuming. But then if this configuration, you want to go with a more classic Budo, you can put both of these swords here and go with this style of the kick pads, which are very cool. I say kick pads, but I feel like that's just a wrestling term. So you've got that. And I really love this alternate armor you can throw on him. So if you don't want super modern version of Budo, you can go more classic real American hero style. And this is the Oni mask, yes. So we've got this option. We've got the scarf setup. We've got this. I'm not even sure what this is. Is this going to go over shoulders here? But there's a lot of cool gear, and I don't know where all this is going. I feel like this is made for a pretty cool army builder where you can come up with all kinds of different configurations. And I'm kind of thinking maybe if you had like some beige paint, you can get a bunch of them and spray paint these guys or this armor and the figure, of course, and have like those stone warriors that Tomax and Zaymont set up the Joes to battle in the Pyramid of Darkness. And then, of course, you got some firearms. So this is pretty cool. So he's got that small pistol, and then he's got his larger machine gun. This dude is ready for action. I love how this figure turned out. This is the only thing they showed today. I kept checking Hasbro Pulse. We're gonna see any more. We're gonna see any more. But man, this is amazing. I'm assuming, much like Naugahyde, Road Pig, Tripwire, he doesn't need another pet, but he's got more than enough gear to qualify and justify him being that deluxe price point. But this is a really, really well done figure. So impressed with how Budo turned out. What do you all think about this figure? Let's see here. Budo looks incredible. I'm just gonna say it. Classified figures rarely disappoint. Il Lawson, so true, man. It is incredible. King Glider, that's crazy for sure. I mean, it's just wild. Ryan Daly, there are going to be some insane pics of Budo fighting Slice and Dice this year. Hope y'all, man. I am so ready. Like, that means so excited. That's gonna be really cool to have him in action with those two. It's like, man, now do we put him on Ninja Force? Because he's not really a ninja. But oh my goodness, Budo, where did he come from in the conversation for best figures in 2025? I think he's arrived. Jalen, man, he looks great. And comes with firearms this time. Yeah, I think I'm gonna need to. Right. Undercover Colton, don't collect G.I. Joe, but this guy looks cool. Budo versus Silver Samurai. I mean, why not? Dare I say 3? I know. I mean, the army building potential with him, incredible. So, I mean, it's just wild. Roger Robo, Jalen, I was just thinking the same. I was just thinking the same. 2 figures out of this loadout. Yes. They saw us coming. Right. Boris Mortis, what's up, Boris? Army build would be cool. Hand samurais to fight Daredevil. I like that idea too. Loston, thank you for the $10 super chat. Thank you for the great Loud Figure Files videos and both live chats. Tariffs? We don't need no stinking tariffs. Absolutely. Loston for the win. Yeah, I am so like, I can't wait for Yojo June because that's the line we know we're always going to be happy with. I mean, they're going to have a big rollout of reveals and renders and prototypes and pre-orders. We might see a big vehicle they pull out later. But man, this line just absolutely never disappoints. It's always such a fun reveal. Like, oh man, I can't believe we're getting this. And they did it better than I thought they would. So yeah, it's going to be something. Stay guys. Oh yeah, I can't wait to get the Rattlers. And thank you, Jeff and Blake. Absolutely. Sorry, Cage. I lost count of my various Nina clans and Samurai. Budo is going to be right at home. Yeah, he looks awesome, and I cannot wait to put him into all those fight scenes with everybody. Let's see here. I feel like I missed a few comments earlier. You did send me the information for tonight's giveaway. That's exciting. So let me go here really fast. So this is kind of cool. You have no idea what's going to be. Looks like there's a new update from our guys over at the G.I. Joe. That's cool. Wow. Y'all should see my Instagram. It's just like going, all right, cool. Let me write that down. And so I said and. So it's not just one. Stay tuned. It's exciting. But let's see. Our friends at Hasbro. Oh, something about Cold Slither. I was really excited. Like, what we got? Let me see here. I think I'm now caught up. Okay, cool. All right, so now I'm caught up there. Now let me go really fast onto a few other things, some other quick reveals before we get to the main event. So, Thunderbolts hit theaters like lightning. That's leaving out. That's all good. But Hot Toys, they say, yo, we're making all the Thunderbolts. Get ready. And they showed their first one today, Yelena Belova. And this figure, of course, it's Hot Toys. So it looks amazing. Really nice likeness. I mean, these dudes just do it up. They know what they're doing every time. I hate the price creep on Hot Toys figures. Old man time. I remember back in the day, a Hot Toys figure definitely wasn't 270. She's a basic Hot Toys figure. There's no fancy bells and whistles with this figure. I mean, she's solid, but man, she's shorter. Also, 10.8 inches. She's not your standard 12-inch Hot Toys figure. and she's really expensive. I mean, it was like, all right, cool. We got the rolling eyeballs, great. The Sith blade, very nice. A bunch of hands, or batons, or staffs. But it's not like she is overflowing with accessories that would justify this price point. We'll see. I mean, I don't know if I need to grab a whole set of Thunderbolts, but I thought they did a really nice job with this figure. Really solid. Curious to see what the rest of the crew looks like and if there's anything else to that with them. I feel like this is one of those cases where Hot Toys would benefit from doing packages like, hey, you can get this, the Bucky, and all kinds of other figures from Thunderbolts, maybe a Bob, as well as Red Guardian. But man, this is something. We got our very first member of the Thunderbolts asterisk. So that's that. Now let me go back over. Let's see. Felix, what's up, Felix Guerrero? What it is, Jeff and the Figure Files crew? What's going on? Rick Cage. Today I just started opening the Marvel Legends Zimu Build-A-Figure wave I got from Big Bad Toy Store. Nice. Hank Day, I'm going to save that one. Oh, before I get any further, what y'all pick up this week? It's 26 minutes, almost a half hour, and I forgot to ask. How rude of me. Thanks to Henry G. The Rock. I got this guy flying in to dominate my Superman display. It is the Cyborg Superman. This figure looks awesome. I mean, paint job, solid. All the cybernetic elements. I just wish they would shade that S. Why? Was DC Direct the only ones that did that right? But this looks really cool. It says Revenge of the Green Lanterns, which is ironic because we got Dan Jurgens' art in the back, so it's definitely not from that. I think this is from the updated new style, the post New 52 version. Whatever. Also, a big sale. I posted about this on the dashboard, so I hope y'all were able to take advantage of it for Memorial Day. Got this guy, Deadshot, $21.99, because he was on sale. So happy to get him. Almost as happy as I was to get this guy, Adam Strange, for $20. I mean, these McFarlane collector edition figures, you can wait them out most of the time and get them on sale. And those two I'm really excited about. I think right now Simon Baz is, so I'll check, but it's going to be a good time. Lawson, Yelena Belova needs to come with a wrench to go with her jumpsuit. She looks great. $270, better invest that money in the Mezco Shadow. Yeah, I feel like it's a little bit too much. Just a little bit too much on that. Rick Cage, this week, Masters, Masters of the Universe, TMNT, King Hiss, solid. Masterverse, Evelyn for $5. Wow, that's a good deal. At Walmart, man, you gotta let me know if they have more. Is this the new Evelyn? That's a crazy price for her. Hentai Queen, Succubus, Elizabeth with Goblins from Amy from 4-H, Headhunter, ATL 25, Lady of Verona. I feel like I butchered that, but we'll see. No, Henry G found that for me. I think he found them in his stores. So yeah, that's pretty solid. But yeah, man, he's a solid looking figure. Cyborg Superman looks so good. He does. Brian P. Someone didn't do a good job of hiding Slingshot at Target. Mine now. Also found Count Von Count. But there's a little white paint on one of his shoes, at least. I also found Banshee. Nice. Was that the only count that you saw? And I'm pretty sure he's going to show up at Best Buy too. So there's another option. Boris, I missed out on Hawk Girl. Hopefully I can find her in stores. It's so funny because she's been in stores even before their pre-order. Just wild. David Thanos, this week I got Year One Platinum Gordon. Nice. Dawson, Chase, Great Muda. That's my third one. Another Hawk Girl, another Evil Batman, and Jade. So let me tell you about my deal with the Great Muda. I ordered because Amazon had one and I got him solid, no problem. Then I was all right, he's back up. Let me see if I can get the red one. Got the red one. Terrible torso swap. So upset. I just wanted to spray black mist. Then I returned it, to get an exact exchange. They sent me the Chase one again, but then they sent me the Chase version too. So I've got the one with the green lips. Still need a basic red Great Muda. And it's just like, good gravy. So congratulations. I'm not having as much luck with my Great Muda pickups as you, my friend. Undercover Colton got my Banshee today. He's an awesome figure. He is such an awesome figure. And I finally was able to take a picture with Banshee, joining the rest of the new X-Men. And oh wow, what a moment! What fun that was. I posted a couple pictures, but just for everybody else, since y'all are watching, here's another one before I actually post my review on Lyle's Movie Files. Bam! Cyclops welcoming the new X-Men to the mansion. I couldn't fit Professor X in this shot, but man, it was really cool to be able to have Sunfire, Wolverine, Banshee, Colossus, Nightcrawler, Storm, and Thunderbird all giving Cyclops the eyes because he's only got one. But yeah, I was really happy to do this. It was like, this is so much fun. Another cover of X-Men that I really loved. And I was like, ooh, I'm going to try to recreate that in figure form. Was this one the one where the X-Men are fighting Black Tom, Cassidy, and Juggernaut, and Storm is first starting to deal with her claustrophobia? And here it goes. So we've got them battling Juggernaut, Black Tom and Banshee squaring off, and Storm is like, oh no, the walls are caving in on me. But real fun. I mean, this is just like, yeah, I can do all these covers now because I've got Banshee. And yeah, and now of course I'm gonna need an updated Cyclops now because he looks kind of shrinky and shrimpy next to everybody else. But yeah, it's good stuff. Good stuff. All right, let's see where to go now. But Undercover Golden, Banshee is awesome. Lawson, I got a lot of figures this week. Adam Strange, Clock King, Maximum Hulk. Yeah, I brought one to customize. Bought one to customize. Deadshot, Bizarro, Batman Year 2, Hawkgirl, and a 2007 DC Super Friends Batman. Who did that one? Was that still DC Direct? Rick H. Count Von Count is now for pre-order on Big Bad Toy Store. Nice. Brian P. Yep. It's been the only count I've seen at about 5 Targets. I hope to see it at Best Buy, but I thought he was no, he's not. Actually, I don't know that. I'm saying, but no, he's on Big Bad Toy Store, so I don't think that's the case. Yeah, you should be able to get him from Best Buy eventually. Lawson, great mood and nearly lured me into buying more wrestling figures. Join us, Lawson. You know you want to. David Thanos, keep buying the Muda. I'm sure you'll get it. I'm gonna have to because this is terrible. Jamelin, Junkyard Joe came in on Friday. I didn't know you were reading that. Love that book. Thought that was gonna be it, but then today, my quick after work hunt yielded Prince Zizor, Bumblebee, Man, Simpsons, Final Suit Riddler, and Fleischer Superman. Good deal. Did you get any savings on Fleischer Superman? Oh, absolutely. Great photos of the best X-Men team. I agree. That is the best team of X-Men. So great. David Thanos also got Ultimate Jimmy Uso, Drew McIntyre, and Jay Uso with black shoes. Now I gotta wait for Amazon to get them so I get the white shoe version. Nice. Felix, thank you. He's so much fun to shoot. That's what gets me in trouble. It was like, if I just wanted to crank him out, I could knock out these figure reviews no problem. But then with the wrestling figures, I'm like, ooh, I bet I could pull off this move. Let's try it. Oh, I could do this shot based on this cover from a comic book. And it takes so much longer, but I have a lot of fun doing it. So I guess it balances out. Dark Knight 297. I got the DC Multiverse Silver Age Superman from McFarlane Toys yesterday. The Wonder Woman is going to be the hardest figure to get to complete my Justice League team. Hopefully not, because wow. Yeah, it is. That Superman is amazing. He's in the lead right now for my favorite figure of the year. David Thanos. And shout out to Lawson for getting me Supergirl. Yes. King Collector. That Cyborg Superman looks awesome, but I still like that DC. The DC Direct one is not going to be beat. DC Direct sculpts are still hard to beat. It's funny. I did not keep reading, but absolutely. But the cheapest one I saw on eBay was $95. Yikes. Yeah. Those figures were perfect. I mean, of course, at that time they were perfect, but man, if they had a little bit of articulation, they would be unstoppable. They're so good. Ryan Daly, I got Bizarro on the Silver Age Red Hood. Nice. Also, a handful of others to sell or give away or customize. Nice. You really got into it. DC Super Friends Batman was done by Mattel. It was that line. Okay, Lost. I got you. Cool. And very nice of you to give away the books to the kids. The kids. Excuse me. John Morrissey. What's up, John? Picked up Banshee and Bushwhacker. Oh, or another one. And after weeks of searching, I found 3 Professor X figs at Target. I grabbed one. Nice. I was always amazed at how some areas are flush with figures and others have absolutely none. Retro Robo, I got Max Hulk. Some Retro Vipers, new Black Series, Luke, Leia, and Moff Gideon in armor. Nice. Which one's your favorite? Also, finally made my way out to Ollie's for the first time ever. Only found a few older Black Series for like $4.99, but it was fun to finally visit the store looking for deals. Yeah, they need some new figures coming in. I don't know when we're going to get them, but they need some. John Morrissey, great all new photo, Jeff. Thank you, man. It was so much fun to shoot. Michael Solis, I picked up McFarlane, Bizarro, Mr. Terrific, Yola Park, why do I always butcher this name? Evangeline, Unit 1 and Unit 2. Which ones did you like most, Michael? Undercover Colton, John Morrissey, Professor X is a peg warmer at my target. They've had 6 of him since they got him in. Yeah, it's so weird. G-Brute, that Professor Xavier's been peg warming at every target I've been to lately. So weird. Because like some areas are like we have too many. Others are like we can't get one in. Also, you can prepare yourselves for disappointment at least through the end of this month because oh man, don't you hate when I'm getting everything queued up perfect and can't find the photo that I'm looking for? Where did it go? I wonder if it's here. Could it be now? So it's totally vanished and I don't know what happened to it. Well, let me see. Oh, here it is. There it is. That's what I get for abbreviating things. Get me in trouble when I'm trying to search for the photo. All right, here we go. So, bam, on some pegs, Ricade showed me this picture. Jean Grey, but she's street dated until the date on the website, which is July 27th. So, Jean is clogging pegs, but she won't be sold until July, which is madness. Maybe Target's going to go through and paint those boots yellow for us. Who knows? But yeah, it's a wild scene with those peg warmers. 2 lines, BK, figure fowlers, assemble. Let's get it on. Let's do it. David Thanos. Also got some stuff on sale at Amazon. Techno Viper, Recondo, Agent Ross to put the Norman head on there. Nice. Also got Mindbender and Cobra Viper coming this week. Yeah, I need to get in on my Cobra Vipers. DJ Jedi, what's going on? Seeing your pics remind me that Storm and Thunderbird was one of the most disjointed 2-packs ever in terms of quality. Need a Thunderbird update badly. On Hercules Buck, maybe? I think that would work. But, you know, he's I mean, not that we had a whole lot of issues to go. This is how big he should look. He's a weird one because it's like the dude was in like an issue and a half. So I get maybe 2.5. I don't know, but it wasn't long. I guess it was 2 issues. But he's never like as massive as I think some people think he is. Warpath certainly was. John Proudstar. I should probably clarify this and not pull up the hey, let's bring him back because he's the only person besides Bucky we haven't brought back. So let's see here. Let's go to my guy. That is so goofy. Okay, let's do this. Let's try it this way. See how hard this is to see. Oops. So Thunderbird was not like this massive giant dude, and of course he looks small next to Colossus, of course. But I don't know. Maybe he just needs this new Captain America body. I don't know if he needs the Hercules mold, but I just never seen him in my mind's eyes being this massive, big, wide dude. Because he's sort of just like regular height. There's nothing potential, like, oh man, he does look massive and huge and all this stuff. And again, the guy's in a comic for a hot second where it's like, okay, well, there you go. Let me see here. Will this one do a better job? No. I was trying to find something, of course, because I wanted to find something. Oh, this is better. All right, so here we go with, I think, a pretty decent shot of how big he should be. Here is next to Colossus, who's very wide, who can use that Warpath mold if we ever got a Peter Rasputin version where he's not powered up. So you can see Thunderbird kind of wide enough chest. And I don't know if that figure we got was off. I think his his neck is too long, so maybe we need to dremel that head down. And I think that's what's throwing him off a little bit to me. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think his feathers aren't accurate either. Yeah, a lot of stuff going on with him. Cause all right, let's see here. Well, I want that Gene figure. I got Tamaya tape and yellow paint. Just waiting to spray on those legs to make yellow boots. Please let me know if that works. Dark Knight 297. Don't forget to smash that like button. Thank you. Boris Mortis. I got to get working on my custom red X Factor Gene. That way I'll have 2 jeans. Man, there can't be a reason why they don't give us a 2-pack of Gene and Scott and basically the same outfits they've already shown. Just make a few tweaks to Cyclops and Gene's outfits. That's all they have to do. These are so easy. Jamelin, I think a lot of people mix up Thunderbird and Warpath. I don't think most really know. They don't because he died so fast. Yeah, it's wild. Undercover Golden. I don't know anything about Thunderbird. I don't think the old figure's all that great. So I only get them if they do a new one. Yeah. Well, wasn't the original Thunderbird smaller? And the much bigger version was when his brother took over. Yes, you're right, Michael. Lawson, I'd love to get a Dave Cockrum style burnt. Oh, boy, that was a weird Freudian slip. A Cockrum style burn. Let's try that again. I'd love to get a Dave Cockrum style storm on an updated buck with those cat-like eyes. Yeah, and I probably would like another John Byrne style storm, apparently. What's up, bro shot? That Juggernaut reveal looked really cool. He did. There, Thanos. Oh, and I got my big rubber guys LOD coming next week. Oh, what a rush. Gene splicing. Ha! That's pretty good. I like that one. King of Lighter. I remember Thunderbird from Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends cartoon. I think he was big in that episode. That's what I think he was in that episode. Man, I don't remember him showing up there at all. But I'll just chalk that up to my memory of him being very faint. I'm sure if he showed up, I would not have thought too much about it. Let's get in to these Marvel Legend reveals. And I don't know how in the world to do it. There were so many. Let's do this. Let's pop up this guy. Juggernaut. Stanley. What's up? What is the Gamerverse Juggernaut pre-order release date? Let me go. I don't think we have one, but let me go over really quickly to my email from Hasbro. All right. So let me go through. Let me see. Product copy. The pre-order, which you did not ask for the 4 Fantastic Four figures, is tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern time, May 30th. So that is tomorrow. Then it gets vague. The whole wave of Fantastic Four goes up tomorrow. So our wave of Psylocke and Thanos, exclusively on Target, go up for pre-order next. When is June 6th? You know, my calendar I like, but it does not show me the next month, which is a little frustrating. So next Friday, June 6th, 1 p.m., Psylocke and Thanos go up. June 12th, Captain America and Venom, they're going to be at Pulse and participating retailers for whatever that's worth. Juggernaut. Oh, here it is. All right. Juggernaut pre-order on June 26th at 1 p.m. on Pulse and participating retailers. Available this fall. No price. Now, I was telling some of my buddies that most of the time when they send along these press releases, they do send the price point. So when other people are going, hey, I don't know where you get this price, this is why, because I'm looking at the press release from Hasbro right now. The Wolverine and Silver Samurai, June 5th, 1 p.m. Eastern time at Pulse and participating retailers. I always think when in doubt, go to Pulse on those deals. The War Machine and Omega Red, pre-order July 24th at 10 a.m. Eastern time, exclusively on Walmart. And the Gamerverse Gargantos pre-order on June 18th at 1 p.m. on Hasbro Pulse. So these pre-orders are just all over the place. But basically they start from tomorrow and end on July. I think that was the last one. War Machine versus Omega Red, July 24th. So a lot of pre-orders. Y'all talk. Whatever ones you want to see more photos of, I'll put them up as we continue going. every one of those 2 packs that showed, I only wanted one of the figures. Which ones were you like, "Oh, man, this is great, but I don't want this other figure"? Because I thought, for the most part, they chose pretty well on these figures. I didn't find myself overly disappointed with those choices. Sometimes it's 2 packs. It's hard. And his cap, he looks pretty cool. I do think there's a lot of blue going on with him and Venom, but there you go. Hey, man, sometimes a good pun is all you need, John. David Thanos Jugs looks way better than Max Holt. Yeah, I mean, they just put so much more into him. It looks like, I mean, the guy's huge, he's massive, head sculpt. And again, this is because this is just a classic portrait of Juggernaut. They don't have to do, oh, here's this hair, here's another hair, which I think did mess up Hulk. But man, this figure is so everything that I would want in a Juggernaut figure, and he's really huge, and he's got great articulation. Those butterfly shoulders add so much to his posability. It's just crazy. We got a new effect. I like the smile. He looks real sinister, like he's about to do some stuff. He's taking up the full shot here. I mean, the detail really good. I mean, check out the texturing on that helmet. That's really good too. And whoever Black Tom has for his insurance, I'm so glad he has Kane on it too. Do you have any dependents? Yeah, the Juggernaut. Because the dude's teeth are immaculate. Good stuff, Kane. Just because you're a Juggernaut does not mean you can't practice good hygiene. So here you go. You see how big he looks up against Cap. And then Poogow. There you go. I mean, that's good stuff. Just solid. And now bam, barreling over. I think the funny thing is going to be if when they show us the Marvel versus Capcom Hulk figure, how big they're gonna make that because he's got to be a comparable size to this Juggernaut figure, right? Brian Pete knowing Hasbro and the tariffs, an evil combination going, whoa, trying to take all our money. Shimagarath and Juggernaut will be $100 each. Who can say? Who can say? Rick H, $1 billion company, specifically knows what they're doing. They've seen the Jada figures. I'm now all in on both lines. Rick Cage, I've got to tell you, my friend, I've been seeing too much of these Storm Arena figures. People are starting to get them in hand, and these photos of these figures look amazing. Let me see if I can find one for you real fast. But I mean, it kinda doesn't make it look like a contest anymore. And I really enjoyed the Jaded Toys figures I've been collecting. I don't have any buyer's remorse, but I really think the Storm Arena is just going to take over, and people are gonna be like, "Ah, whatever. I was down with Jaded Toys, but for a similar price point and more detail, it's just wow." All right, here we go. So, um, Marvelous action figures pose. Took some photos. T and I posted them for all of us to check out. Here is a look at the difference between the Storm Arena and the Jaded Toys, Ken. I mean, it just it's like, wow, okay. Again, been a big fan of the Jaded Toys figures. I think they've made companies, Hasbro, Storm Collectibles, step their game up. This Ken with the pose, though. I mean, I think the Jaded Toys figure could do that. Not entirely sure, but I mean, check this stance. I mean, that's good stuff. And then he can actually take off his gi. You can see the musculature there. I mean, wow, look at this. Looks like he's kind of balancing, right? But that's cool. I mean, King can do his stuff. And check the butterfly shoulders range. Granted, the gi is going to stop some of that. Here's your fiery dragon fire punch, and then he's got the full on deal there. Pretty cool. And then a little bit more Marvel versus Capcom action for you. I mean, check out how straight he can have his legs. And it's just like that's really nice and really well done. Really fun pose there too. I mean, this figure is super posable, just the way like, and I was like, wow, this is a very good Ken figure. And Rita's gonna be the exact same thing, of course. Like that sculpt on the Storm Arena figure. Just wild. It is a real big game changer, I think. We'll see what happens with this deal, but I did pre-order my Storm Arena figures, including Sagat. I got all three so far pre-ordered, but yeah. King Collector. Yeah. I just saw him, and that Juggernaut is bigger than the Anniversary Hulk. They may be rescaling their big guys. I think they might. Well, I mean, we've seen Thanos, of course, and just pop up Thanos real fast for everybody who might not have seen the live stream, who might be working and doing more important things than watching the live streams, or more importantly, people's reaction to the live streams. Here's what he looks like. And I think Thanos, I mean, they didn't change Thanos' height, but it was pretty cool. That orange armor. And there's Psylocke again, chilling, doing her thing. Undercover Colton. I still like Secret Wars Cap better. It's funny because I don't like the crazy head sculpts on Secret Wars Cap. Shibiru Ditto, I almost always have problems with Legends exclusives. I don't feel like we're gonna have a real problem because I think they chose the set that made the most sense to make an exclusive to Walmart. So Walmart's like, great, we got an exclusive. But I think of the four, they went with the one where I don't think there's going to be so much outrage. I don't think a lot of people are going to be, oh man, I can't believe they did it. They gave it to Walmart, got War Machine, got an Omega Red figure, and here you go. So, I mean, I think they've done a better job. I mean, they've been kind of up and down with stuff, but they've done a much better job of stocking exclusives. And I feel like with Marvel stuff, I haven't seen people complaining about their orders being canceled on that end. Lawson, notice that they went out of the way to mention Cap Shield and had no holes in it. Think they're tired of fan complaints? I did think it was funny that they were like, they're going to find something to complain about. But I feel like it's not complaining from people who want the line to succeed and do well. It was never a thing about, hey, oh man, here's a Cap Shield with effect pieces. I thought that was cool, like a really fun feature. But you got tons of Captain America shields. Just throw one of those in there too. It's not a either or proposition. I think that was the thing they didn't really get. People would have loved that shield as the alternate shield, not as the only one that Captain America figure. So that's a mistake, but whatever. I mean, you know, if you're doing something, people are going to complain about it. And in some cases, the complaints mean that people are passionate. But I also think stuff like X Factor Gene, where the boots are not painted. That's something you need to have fans complaining about because it's like, no, we're not going to take it and just do the stuff right. I mean, the Psylocke figure, which I think is fun, but she didn't have her hair in a ponytail. Unlike the game inspiration, which they're drawing from here. Jibber, I don't want Thanos, so I'll be giving a Thanos figure to my brother who loves Thanos. Should I get the Psylocke Thanos 2-pack if Target doesn't decide to suck? Hopefully they don't. David Thanos. Juggernaut looks like he has John Cena armbands, but can you see them though? Retro Robo. I hope those toe joints hold up to that weight. Love the look of them though. Yes. I mean, I feel like most people would not have him standing in their display like that long term, but that'd be pretty cool. Lawson. If Max Hulk was as good as this Juggernaut, it would be my favorite Legends. But with those three head sculpts, Max Hulk just doesn't stack up. Yes. Dark Knight 297. I need one. All the Gamerverse, Marvelverse, Capcom figures shown today. They all look good. They gave us a maximum Juggernaut. Retro Robo. Love that Cap figure. Is this a brand new sculpt? I think the torso is new. Looks like enhanced butterflies. He definitely has butterfly shoulder joints, which is something I don't have a Captain America figure that does have that range of motion. So it's pretty cool to see that with a new Cap figure. Trying to find a really good one to show the range there and the shoulders and what kind of poses are going to be possible with that. So here's one. You can see he's able to get into the shield a little bit better. So it's not like he's just randomly holding the shield up. It's like, you know, I can actually protect myself, go into it, lean into a bit more, lean with it, rock with it. So I really think that's a nice bit of articulation they've thrown into a Captain America figure. Oh, let's see. This one you can see, better shield throwing poses too. So, this is solid. I just wish he had to sculpt it on chainmail. Or if they could figure out a way to make that work. Jalen, I had to go look at my receipt. No savings on Fleischer Superman. Should there have been? I was just wondering if he was long enough on the shelves to actually have been on discount because Target will discount that stuff after 3 weeks. I'm like, all right, time to get him out of here. The Junkyard Joe is a magical figure. I don't know. I know they made him, and I was really like, oh, okay, y'all gonna do more. The thing they did more, I would buy them, but just Junkyard Joe on his own. I was like, well, where are the rest of the unnamed? I did get the first issue when it came out. Need to pick up the trade. Yeah, man, it's great. And he appears in Geiger frequently. So I recommend both of those. And not too much of the Energon universe and Ghost Machine that I would not recommend. So definitely pick that up though. Marvel Capcom Hulk would be awesome. What about Incredible? Northern Nomad. Show me a dental patient chair that will fit Juggernaut. Blade Star. I'm going to be spending some money on these. Nice. John Morrissey. Yup. They mentioned the shield and Reed salad fingers. I'm always happy to learn that they hear us and try to respond. Yeah. I just wish they wouldn't act so hurt about it. It's like, hey guys, we just want the line to succeed. Omega 579. These two facts are like figuring out who is HBK and who's the Marty Jannetty of the set. And I think it depends on if that Marty Jannetty figure happens to dive out the window or if it got pushed out. DJ Jedi. Only one in this wave I'm interested in is a War Machine Omega Red 2-pack. Boo at the fact that it's a Walmart exclusive. I've got to start. I feel like this is going to be easier to find. When it comes out July 27th for pre-order, I will try to get on the horn and make sure everybody remembers. John says Lawson. I'm glad they were listening and getting the message as to what fans want. Did you just make a Scream movie reference via onomatopoeia? Bookaba. Yes, I did. Bookow. I absolutely did. But I don't know if that was just from Scream. You should say that a lot. Blaze-Star. Well, the monster, Shumagora. But if he's going to be 100, hot to pass. What if he's 200? We don't know what the price of these figures are going to be. He's deluxe. So he's not going to be 25, 27, or 30 bucks. But let's relax and wait to see what the prices are. We can always say, press the abort button anytime. But let's see. Originally, maybe it's going to be $60. Who knows? The way this tariff thing is going, it could be $50 today and it could be $100 tomorrow. So we don't know. And until we know, I'm not going to worry. So once I find out that price, though, we'll see. I will say, he and Juggernaut actually look worthy of more money because they put more effort and time into it. So it's like, okay, cool. How much money? How much extra effort is it worth to me? I don't know, but I feel like that's the kind of stuff I at least want to encourage them to keep doing more of. Like, hey, I can see the effort you put in. The timing is terrible because, of course, if the tariffs go bonkers, it's gonna mess everything up. But I feel like this is the kind of thing of like, yes, more of this. Keep this going. Here's the money to say, yes, you're on the right path now. Keep it up. Keep it going. Retro Robo. I'm using the 20th anniversary Hulk on my Max Hulk. For those that want to know, the greens do not match perfectly. Matter of fact, every shade of green is different for the green Hulks on that buck. Yeah, figures. DJ Jedi. Maximum Juggernaut looks amazing. I just have no need for him in my display. Venom is very screen accurate, but the blue doesn't translate well in the figure form. Michael Solis. I think Hasbro did very well. Almost 2-packs, but it makes me feel that there's either reused some figures or made. Yep. Let me try that again. I think Hasbro did very well. The 2-packs, but it makes me feel like let's either reuse some figures or make the update that we want. King Lighter. But will Storm Collectibles keep putting them out fast enough because they're known for slow walking the line until it dies? I don't think they can get away with doing that here because they've got direct competition from Jada Toys. Before they go la la la, they skip through the park, smell the roses, smell the daisies. But now they've got to be on it. They can't afford to have Storm can't afford to have Jada lap them, start doing alpha figures, and then, hey guys, we're all done. And then Storm Collectibles is like, yo, we've only got 7 figures done now. They have to keep the space going. And I think they could do that. I mean, we know they're doing a Dan figure. He makes really basic sense. He's using that same Ryu and Ken mold. So that's good. And then they just keep doing stuff like that. I think they'll be okay. And that's where they really need to go with it. So we'll see. I have more faith in them with this Storm Arena line because they can't afford to drag it out like they've done some of the others. Less plastic too, so we'll see. Thanos is absolutely bigger. Okay, I wasn't sure. Thanks for that, Lawson. Juggernaut is ginormous. Yes, sir. Lefty. The marketing and design teams for Marvel Legends killed it today with Gamerverse line. I saw one silly comment asking, how is this M versus C? Where are the Capcom figures? Some people are insufferable. Did you watch that in the live stream comment? Because I just always close that chat. Like, go away. You're going to just say some foolishness. Retro Robo. I have a crush on that Psylocke. Excuse me. John Red. What's up, John? Jugs looks awesome, but I love the Max Holt. Love the figure you love, man. I'm all for it. I'm happy for you. I don't have it because I'm really happy with that Wolverine versus Hulk setup, but I'm glad you like it. I wish everyone loved the figures they bought because there's nothing worse than being disappointed with a figure like that Marvel Legends Jean Grey figure or Marvel Girl, which is terrible. Can't even stand. I wish everyone, all of us, would buy a figure like this is awesome. This is good. This is worth whatever amount of time I spent at work working to buy this figure. So good deal. I'm happy that you like it. David Thanos. I think the funniest 2-packs of the Wolverine versus Samurai and War Machine. Funnest. Not funniest. I think the funnest 2-packs of the Wolverine versus Samurai and War Machine versus Omega Red. Yes, sir. King Letter, I think you'll be okay with this one. I mean, they have indeed had some problems with their exclusives. But I got that Venom with no trouble. And it wasn't even Big Bubba. No trouble. Let's see here. Let me take a quick stroll through Walmart's website just because I'm curious. Y'all are getting worried. And I don't know if you really have to be in this case. All right. So let's take a look. They're rolling down the street. Hey, here's the Warlord, Professor X. He's exclusive to Walmart. He's here. He's 1501. What else is exclusive to Walmart? Is there anything else here? $9.99. There we go. We've got our Orson Krennic in civilian garb. Let's see, is there anything else? I mean, Venom's probably long gone, but I mean, he's been out for a minute. I'm trying to see if there's anything exclusive to them. Didn't really see anything at this point, but I mean, I feel like there you go. Prowler, he's exclusive to Walmart. Still here, same regular price. This Rona for $24.99 isn't a bad deal. Yeah, I think you're gonna be okay if you're looking for that 2-pack. I feel like the days of their crazy good luck, never gonna get this figure are gone. Like this lizard figure, never gonna get it. Yeah, I think it could be okay. Now hold me to that if it's like a massive struggle, and I'll go, oops, I was wrong. No, Venom's super popular. He's more expensive, but he was available for people that wanted him, and just got him in a reasonable amount of time. I think it'll be okay. All right, Jibru, I am just entirely opposed to exclusives because they can be difficult to come by based on region. It's also very stupid to keep making the most in-demand figures store exclusive like Mystique. Is she an in-demand figure? And where is she exclusive to? Oh, that's right, Target. I mean, Professor X, you just said, is peg warming your Target stores. I bet Jean Grey will also be peg warming. And Mystique will be peg warming in some people's stores. Great thing about this channel, they're awesome people who are helping others here in the channel. I can't find such and such. Well, they're peg warming in my area. I'll send it out to you. All you need to do is pay for the shipping and pay for the figure. We'll help each other out. We'll get through this together. Lefty, You know the offering is good when you begrudgingly accept when you begrudgingly accept a hostage pack. Looking at you, Psylocke. That Thanos is pretty cool though. Blake, it'd be great to get a cap shield straps. I think I use an MCU shield for my Marvel Legends cap. Which one? Retro. Robo. Had to get that bullet hole shield to Bucky cap. Works out great with him in a guard and shooting position. That makes sense. I have the worst luck with Target. Of course, it has to be Psylocke. Boris Mortis. All right. Lone Dragon. Yo, who the heck is Gargantos? That's what they have to call Shumagorath, apparently. I don't know why, but it's whatever. David Thanos. Especially when the Jean Grey's boots are yellow on the cover. Couldn't someone mention weight? The figure doesn't match what's drawn. That's the thing that just is amazing to me. Because if nothing else, I don't like, we need to cut this figure, the artwork at the knees. People are going to go, hey, wait, that's right. She should have yellow boots. So wild. Just absolutely wild on that one. Austin. I'm a fan who just loves to call it stupid. And help it that the Legends does stupid better than most. I don't know. I don't know if they would fit that category anymore. They also do some quality work, so I recognize that too. Sometimes stellar work. G-Brew. That cap also doesn't have the scales sculpted onto the torso. Yes. Which obviously increases articulation. Yes. Sir H. Thanks, Sir Jeff. But it was always going to be a panoply with me. Storm, Jada, Big Arts, Play Toys, all Street Fighter. Nice. I mean, I've got several different companies' versions of Street Fighter. G-Brew. My Secret Wars cap has the Ultimate Shields cap. Ultimate cap shield. What is up with my reading? It's been a long week. I want to chalk that up to it. What the heck is in this water? It's just water. Cool. How does that fit? Does it work out pretty well? Jalen, I thought these were just fun photos. I missed the stream today. So they're actually, yeah, they are. Well, the Marvel characters. Yeah, they actually are. They're releasing them. Pre-orders go up next couple weeks. But yeah, they are. We just don't know what the prices are. And that's gonna be the point, because oh man, I can hear the anguish screams of frustration. If these bigger 2-packs are too much, if the deluxe figures are too much, we will see. Reed Salad Fingers would be a pretty smart reuse. They need to get some more Gen X figures out there. Lawson, Legends must not be too bad, because every time they do a fan stream, my wallet dies a little. Russia Robo. They don't call them out as such. They're Gamerverse figures, but the Hasbro guys were constantly saying from that game we love. But if you noticed, when the Star Wars team talks about, like, when they were doing Andor figure reviews, they don't go, this is a very strong likeness to Diego Luna. They never say the actors' names. So you saw that again when they were doing the Fantastic Four figures, like, yeah, this is just like Vanessa Kirby. They don't do that. I don't know why, but I think it's very weird. There must be something, whatever, on their live streams or what, but they don't mention titles of anything else outside of the Hasbro umbrella they're doing. They'll reference a Marvel movie, but that's it. So yeah, I don't know what the deal is. But yeah, I thought it was very fun. Like, which game? There have been several Marvel versus Capcom games. What's up, Robert? How are you? Hello, my friend. John Morrissey, thank you for the 616 super chat. After today's live stream, I respectfully ask everyone for a moment of silence in honor of the death of my wallet. Yeah, man, it's gonna be serious up there. Everybody's wallet's gonna be feeling that pain. Pixelated poses. What's up? I'm waiting to see that Psylocke in hand. It might even replace my Mafex. Otherwise, I'm all in for Juggernaut and Gargantos. They look great, don't they? G-Brew. I'm willing to pay up for that Juggernaut. Let's not forget that the OG Hasbro Marvel Legends Juggernaut costs $150 as a Build-A-Figure. I'm trying to remember. I feel like I wanted most of those figures in the wave. And I know for some people, it's like, oh man, I've got to spend more to get a figure I don't want to get this Build-A-Figure. But yeah, I think for those X-Men waves, when they were cranking them out, I was like, yeah, I needed all these figures anyway. So it worked out for me. But yeah, John Rad Gargantos is amazing. Yeah, I mean, it's like, how did they even come up with all this stuff they put in this dude? I mean, it's just like, what in the world? The articulation, crazy. Let's just do this real fast here, just a showing Shuma some love moment here. And it's just like, wow, this is great. Articulation, they figured it all out in a way that makes sense. I mean, the dude is walking on his tentacles. They really pulled that off. That is so impressive to me. And it's like, oh, we do go after them so often. But if this dude is doing all this with no stands, no photo tricks, I mean, I guess to some extent we know Shooting the Galaxy is because Silver Samurai can't balance like that on somebody. But it's like, if all of this is just the figure doing this on its own, we are really in for it. And that is so cool. The fact that they bend up and you can have them kind of doing a kneeling pose, make you weak at the knees. Very cool. Got this going too, so he can do a Bray Wyatt homage. And then I just finished my rap set with Toe Jam and Earl. Let's do it. This is just, I mean, this is such an impressive figure. Can't say it enough. Really great job, Marvel and his team. The paintwork on the eye, crazy. I mean, look at this. This is like, wow, that's what an eye looks like. So great. So yeah, definitely win for them on that one. And yeah, they really impressed me with that. Just so well done. Very cool. Do we talk about Wolverine's arms being single jointed? We no, I did not. Um, let me go to Wolverine. And here's a photo of Wolverine. Looks like he's got that deep set. Let's see, deep set elbow that we've seen for what's his face? The Star Wars Black Series figures. I just find it funny because we were like, yo, did you see this thing that's wrong with this figure? Let's see. But it looks like let me do this. Oops. That you can get a full Wolverine pose. Looks like he's got this swivel-ish arm elbows. I mean, he's got his elbows synced up pretty deep into it. I don't know. I mean, it's just I don't really care if it's single jointed or double jointed. It's always more a thing of that range of motion. So if they can get the range of motion from a double jointed elbow, a single jointed, that's all that matters. So if they're able to accomplish that with one, cool. I mean, are you seeing something that you would want to do with a Wolverine figure that these poses are not accomplishing? And I'm asking this serious, not trying to be funny. I just like, I don't know. I know people are like, yo, here's what's wrong with it. But I don't know. I mean, it looks like it's got the elbow joint there. Let's see this again. This looks like a pretty long elbow joint, so maybe it'll cover that full range. I don't know. But I did not discuss it until just this moment. Lawson. We know that Wolverine, Psylocke, and Juggernaut are new versions of all three characters. So is Cap. He's bulked up. Thanos, also a bigger figure. So a lot of original bucks for sure with these two packs. Jeebert, that Psylocke will probably replace my Mofex one in my main X-Men display. However, that Mofex Psylocke is going to go on another shelf. What shelf? Brian P. I'm not sure about that Venom figure. I feel like the old early 2000s Venom had just a hint of blue, and it was enough to look like Marvel vs. Capcom Venom. Yeah, interesting choice. I feel like I get why they did Venom, but yeah, not the one I would have gone with. Warlord may still be at Walmart, but Ghost Spider sold out. Plus, today a lot of people got their 77 Spider-Man pre-order canceled. Didn't they put them back up today? Anyone else? Yes, Michael Solis is bothered by it. And what alt head would you like to see, John? Madam Hydra Walmart exclusive for $6.49 is still overpriced. Kind of agree with you there, Austin. Kind of agree. I'm not worried. Just hate store exclusives. They're an absolute pain. My Walmart never gets any of the Hasbro store exclusives. And Hasbro and Target is 35 to 45 minutes away, depending on which location. Okay. Maurice, what's up? Good times on all. Good times on to you, my friend. The main figure I wanted from the real Psylocke is a Walmart exclusive. That sucks. Lone Dragon. I can't find Alyssa Maza. Someone send, please. Jibru. Psylocke. Target exclusive. King Collector. My Walmart app has scalper prices on some figures that are higher than eBay prices. I remember that beast when he was on Walmart's app. He was way over retail. Let's see. I feel like I've missed a few. Let's do this. Retro Robo. I was excited about both the character selections and the number of figures shown off today during the live stream. What a time to be a collector. Agreed. Let's see here. Lawson says, I'm excited about Wolverine's articulation. The fact he can crouch is awesome. Why no double elbows, though? I mean, I kind of feel like if the double elbow joint, if it really bothers people, I feel like this is a pretty easy one to fix because of this joint here, where you just heat it up, pop it off of the bicep, and then put one of these thousands of Wolverines who got double jointed elbows onto it. I don't think the skin tones are going to be off or anything. You just easily make that happen. So, let me know, guys. Let's see here. Jiru, also, can we ever actually get a Betsy Braddock who is in Kano's body? Like Outback Psylocke, Follow Me in Psylocke? Yes, just not yet. And let's see. There we go. Caught up there. Let's see. That was weird. Wait, Jeff, I think I'm using the first appearance cap costume shield. That was an in game. Oh, yeah. That's a really good one, too. It's a nice shield. Brabby, regarding Gargantos, my understanding is that the name Shumagroth is from Conan, and Marvel no longer has the rights to our favorite barbarian. That makes sense. Thank you. Appreciate that. At least there aren't Walgreens exclusives. I can go to a Walgreens where my in-laws are and still find exclusives. I can find some of them right now. And I don't know. Their exclusives there weren't that hard for me to find. How hard would it have been for someone to just turn the yellow boots green? I can do that in less than 10 minutes. And have it camera ready for packaging. Yeah, I feel like that was something. No, I understood what you were saying. John Battle, what's up? Mr. Lyles, what's up, my pal? I luckily found 3 different Miles Morales Spider-Man for the Gamerverse and snatched them up. Now I need the rest. That's right. I did see those at Target. I saw a Black Cat. I don't care about that line of figures, but I did see them. So yeah, congratulations. Which one was your favorite? Eric Cage repeats, thank you. Gargantos is Marvel villain rival to Namor, the Submariner. There we go. Michael Solis. I don't like all this Thanos hate, but yes, Psylocke looks amazing as well. See, no Thanos. Oh, okay. John Morrissey. Here's the story. Conan creator Robert E. Howard owns the name Shumagrath, so Marvel turned to the only other enormous cephaloid in their stable, Gargantos, for his appearance in Submariner number 13. Nice. Thank you. Lefty. I just realized that nearly all Capcom-based figures have been produced by Japanese manufacturers. Am I right? Don't know. You got me there. Michael says, I don't know about the rest of the team, but at least Human Torch and Thing are getting pre-order. So let's take a look real fast at I realize all that time I had that Wolverine picture just staring at us. Okay. That was weird. Let's go to the Fantastic Four since you mentioned them. And pull that up real quick. I really like the Human Torch. I think they did a nice job on him. Good work on. There you go. You can see that. I really dig it. I mean, you can see like the hair, and they got that old school look. I mean, that head sculpt is awesome, and his outfit actually takes in those grooves, so they can do those black lines. Very fun, But I love the work they did on this head sculpt. Can we get this with a classic Johnny Storm Human Torch figure? And then he said the Thing as well. And I also think that this Thing figure is really well done. Lawson, I know you're an aficionado of Ben Grimm Thing head sculpts. What do you think of this one? I really dig how this turned out. Maurice, don't know about Juggy. I recently got the 2-pack with him and glasses. All right, nice. The last 2 Juggernaut figures were not cheap. Michael Soul, see that new Juggernaut looks amazing, but I feel the original X-Men Juggernaut wave was what? Sweet. Brought Marvel Legends back on the map. Well, I feel like they just needed to get the X-Men back in there. People were so hyped and so excited to be able to have X-Men updated quality figures back in their Marvel Legends line. I think they could have put a popsicle stick as a Build-A-Figure, and people would have been like, look at this amazing popsicle stick, because I've got all the rest of these cool X-Men figures. Anthony Rocks. All of those figures from the Marvel vs. Capcom wave are dope, but I'm gonna have to budget like crazy for these. I grew up playing Marvel superheroes, so these would be dope to have. Agree, they're very cool figures. Lawson, Jeffrey, do you think Starro can take out Gargantus in a street fight? Depends if it's a slippery sea street fight, but if it's a gargantuan street fight, maybe not. Blake, they need to use the same concept of Gargantus and make it the Lux Medusa with thinner multiple pieces of bendy hair that came down and could lift her off the ground. Yo, Blake, I like that idea a lot. That could work for her because the Medusa figures we have aren't getting it done. Yeah. I think Kitty, Rogue, and Juggernaut are the only figures I have from that 2016 X-Men wave now. Oh, did you sell them off or give them away? Lawson, Wolverine may not need the double jointed elbow. Yes. Maurice, great googly muggly. I think she's around 50, 60 when I got her. What figure are you talking about now? Yeah, let's see. $99. Lone Dragon. What figure are you talking about? Anthony, my favorites are the Psylocke versus Thanos 2-pack. Yes. War Machine versus Omega Red and the Shuma Graph figure. It's so funny. We just don't care about the licensing restrictions. That's Shuma. Mama named him Shuma. I'm going to call him Shuma. Shibu. Looks like that Logan has a pretty good range of motion. They were saying on the live stream that they've tooled him all different and made him so he's super articulated. He's got the rocker torso, which is great for those slashing poses. Berserker Barrage. So he can do all that stuff. And it looks like he's going to be able to hit all the poses that we would want from a Wolverine figure. Lone Dragon. I would buy most of these 2-packs, but I get the feeling they'll be price hiked. I might just get Psylocke and maybe Omega. Walmart canceled my Crystal Ball pre-order today too. That's no good. Let's see. Is that a widespread thing or what? Because I would not be thrilled with it. And of course, they canceled some of my pre-order and like, what are you doing? And then I just bought it later and it's like, okay, no problem. So I don't know. Like sometimes their stuff is just weird. Let me see. I'm trying to see. Does not look like I got anything. Oops. Oh boy. So wild. Okay. Nothing on that front. So hopefully that continues. And Maurice, if you have problems, let us know, please. Try to track it down for you. Maurice, what's going on? May the force be with you as well. Lawson, I'm not bothered by no double elbows personally. I just wonder why they didn't add them when they've been pushing other articulation on the figures as a selling point. I think what's going on is they're kind of working around some of this stuff. And like they're doing that with the rocker chart. So they're experimenting, I think, with what works and what doesn't. And I think in this case with Wolverine, if they could get away and maybe includes a budget for those slashing effects by making them single jointed that has a pretty good range, I am fine with it. So we'll see. Bruce says the arm sculpt on that Wolverine is too bulky for a double joint. From the pics, it looks like the single joint will have great range, though. Yes, it does. Rick Cage, as Emperor said, all of them. I love the Marvel Heroes versus Capcom franchise, period. King of Leather. I meant Beast Boy, not Beast. Scalper price on the Walmart app, and it still is to this day. Does that make me crazy? John Rad. I feel like Wolverine needed an open mouth scream head, but I guess the budget for it was used for the claw slash effects. I mean, yeah, I think it's one of those deals where we're probably never going to get everything we want. Like they could pack in. I mean, we've seen that with the Maximum Spider-Man. Yeah, well, I know they've got 18 accessories, but they could have added this, and it's just like they're never gonna win. Never, ever gonna win. And I also think that we as collectors kind of think that, oh, these are just pennies to add these accessories in. I have a buddy who's created a figure line and was really relaying to me how expensive the accessories are to the price of figures. And he's not working at some Hasbro or Mattel or McFarlane, but he's just breaking it down. They're way more expensive than we think. So every little thing costs them. And of course, they're raising the prices. I don't want to hear about how much it costs, but they can't necessarily just pack in everything. I think with a character like Wolverine, we probably have a yelling scream portrait somewhere that we could just pop right on there. Best part about that Wolverine, unless the little yellow doesn't quite match up with the rest of the body, he's gonna be just fine. You can pop and match all these different heads, including the unmasked cow version. You can do that, and I think it'll still be fine. The only reuse on Silver Samurai are the arms and legs. The torso and overlays are new. Thank you. AJ, anyone else notice Wolverine has single elbows? Odd choice. Maurice, I'm undecided over the new Fantastic Four wave. Jace, it's a really good Ben Grimm sculpt. I agree, bro. Just a really solid thing. It's not a bad thing. Retro Robo, might need two of those things to grab a spearhead for one of the combo, right? Because that's what I thought when I was like, if the colors match up, it's gold, Jerry. Ski Raider, this Juggy is on another level. Method to madness. Not gonna lie. Thank you. Appreciate the honesty. That Juggernaut is cheaper than Maximum Hulk. I'm gonna laugh. Well, if you laugh and you're not here, will we hear it? Think about it. Lawson, Ben Grimm's head sculpt is right in the ballpark. He has all the classic tags that make Ben recognizable as old bashful Benji. Nice. So I thought that now that I heard from you, the expert, I know it's a solid head sculpt. Brian P. Remember the old Toy Biz 5-inch Marvel vs. Capcom 2-packs? Absolutely. They were able to include Zangief, Morrigan, Mega Man, Captain Commando, and Strider. You remember when G.I. Joe made Street Fighter figures? Thing figure's probably worth it just for the head alone. Yeah. They did do well on them. Snake Eyes. All the Capcom figures look amazing. I can't wait to get them. Not gonna lie, again, I appreciate the honesty, fellas. I was not collecting new Marvel Legends until the X-Men made their triumphant return to the line. King Elector, that thing head sculpt does look really good. It almost looks more comic style than MCU looking, which is amazing. It's a big win for us. John Rad, thing is perfect. He's the only figure I'm interested in the wave. What about Starro versus Gargantus in a bunkhouse brawl with a coal miner glove atop a pole to use as a weapon? As long as Judy Bagwell's nowhere near that pole. Method to Madness, I'm hyped for the Marvel vs. Capcom figures, but Psylocke's face still doesn't look Jim Lee era enough for me. I groaned during the live stream when they said the 2-pack is a Target exclusive. Why though? Because we want these figures to be sold in Target and Walmart in the future. We got to deal with them doing exclusives. And if it's just going on Pulse, if it's just going on Amazon, which would also be an exclusive, we're not going to have these figures. So it's just like a necessary evil. So, Walmart and Target, thankfully, are not shuttering their stores anytime soon. So I think We'll be able to find these figures one way or the other, whether you find them in your stores, where you put the call out, hey, Lost Figure Filers, I need some help. I think we'll be okay with these figures. I don't think we have to worry about it just yet. Ski Raider, Solid figure is fire. Is that a good deal for her? Oh, thank you. You were saying that was not a good deal. Okay. How much was she originally? What up, Joe Kelly? What's up, cuz? I got to text you what I got on Memorial Day. Text incoming. May not open it. I will never sell any Wolverine figures. John Battle. I like the Barriqua suit, Miles, but I took the Red Widow cloak and put it on a Miles upgrade suit to make him wait for it like a Miles Doctor Strange. It fits so well with his electric hands. It's cool. I need to see a photo of that. Not feeling okay. What up, big cuz? What's up, cuz? Has anyone got Captain Puerto Rico Miles in hand? I'm getting afraid that Hasbro is going to cancel my pre-order. Why are you afraid? Don't be afraid, baby. Pedro is not my Dr. Richards. Still adding this for the multiverse to order my other Fantastic Four teams from the universe for fun. AJ, I want to be strong. Try and fight these price hikes. But gosh dang, I don't care what these cost. I need every single one of these MVC figures. I think they look really good. Lost, honestly, Jeffrey, thank you. I didn't have faith that Legends could do the Capcom style Marvel characters, but they not only did that, they walked that thin line. Works for comic versions equally well. Yes, which is so great. Rom will go at Gargantos. All right, Ski Raider. And guys, Jeff and saw they are doing those figures. I did see that news too. All right, let's see. It's 9:37. I don't know how and why the time goes the way it does, but I posed this question because last night on our live stream movie files, we were doing our watch along of Big Trouble in Little China. And I was lamenting they're not good figures of Big Trouble in Little China. And then I stumbled, of course, onto that Hot Toys Jack Burton figure, which is so insanely expensive at this point. I think the cheapest we saw on eBay was like $900. So just not working. And so Lawson mentioned, hey, I've got that figure. And he wouldn't sell it. He was like, no, there's no chance. No way I would sell this figure. In case you don't know what we're talking about, this figure looks amazing. Jack Burton, awesome. Comes with a denim jacket and he's got his t-shirt and that constantly perplexed head sculpt. Great and excellent. We had some more of those figures. I would have bought that Jack Burton figure, and I do regret not buying it now. But that being said, Lawson was like, there's no way I am parting with this figure. So that made me think, like, well, geez, what are some other figures that people have in their collection where it's like, unless there was just some insane amount of money, like somebody comes by some basketball player and goes, I'll drop 50 million for this figure of yours. Like, what's a realistic thing? Like, all right, let's put a cap at like 1,000. Let's say. What are some figures that you'd go, nope, not enough. You're gonna have to keep paying. You have to put some more of those hundreds on the stack because I'm not budging. Getting these figures right now. Let's see. I feel like somebody. Oh, David Thanos. I would never sell my Elite Road Warriors and Legion of Doom. Yeah, because there's like none. We haven't gotten any more. Now, if they do Ultimate Edition figures of both of them, then they're out the door. But yeah, especially the Legion of Doom, because I think they did a really good job because they actually have animals physique right. But yeah, I'm with you. They're not going anywhere. Hank Day, I would never sell my DCUC or Vintage Silverhawks or any today whatsoever. What's up, Jeff? What's up? What's good, fam? There we go. You know, it's really interesting because we've got a new Mattel DC line. It's pending next year. Got a slew of McFarlane figures. And I'm wondering, like, hey, if Mattel delivers with this next line of DC figures, what is keeping those DC classic figures in the collection? Because I feel like there's a better version of that line, and I don't need that old one. Even though I have most of the figures from those various years and years of waves, the collector edition, the you were paying for a whole subscription for a year, a figure a month deal. So I don't know. And of course, this depends on what we see from Mattel. But yeah, that was one. Let's see here. What's up, Henry G? What's up, people? My main man Jeff checking in a little late. Last minute packing for a quick weekend getaway, but I had to jump in real quick. Nice. You going somewhere fun? Lawson, I would never sell my Herculoids and Thundar figures from the early 2000 era. Yeah, they look cool. I'm not mad at you on that one. G Brew, figures I will not sell. Kenner Fright features Egon and Peter, OG Toy Biz, Jim Lee Cyclops, Rogue and Beast. My old 1985 Godzilla figure, my late grandmother bought me at a Goodwill when I was 6. Yes, I have a figure like that too, where I don't care how much money that someone would pay for it. That one could be the $10 million figure. I'm like, sorry, my grandma got this one for me. Can't sell it. Method of Madness. I'll probably never drop my Playmates Wildcats figures. Too much sentimental value for my older bro getting me in a collection, period, by starting me off with them and completed the main line last year. That's cool. Very nice. How long did this take to get all those figures for you? See Raider, rest in power, Rain from Big Trouble. Yes. Joe Kelly, hit that like button for my cuz, y'all. Thanks, cuz. Appreciate you. Thanks for watching. Harry G, I would never sell my DC icons, even though it's a small collection and probably my figure arts Dragon Ball collection. Did you get Cyborg? Because there's some characters and icons that I didn't get. No Nightwing, no Shazam, Black Adam. No Shazam because I didn't get him. So no Nightwing, no Cyborg. I didn't get Supergirl because I didn't like the version of her they did. And the Super Sons. I think that's all of the ones that I wanted that I didn't get. Boris Mortis. I would never sell my Saint Seiya collection. They're too special to me. Hopefully I didn't butcher Seiya. Headed down to New Orleans. Nice. Have fun. Keep your shirt on. And come back and Harry G's got flushed with beads. John Rad. I feel the same way about some of my Toy Biz figs, especially Sam. Yo, those figures aren't going anywhere for me either. I thought they were perfectly done. And I love those figures. And I've replaced them, but I really love how they turned out. Brian P. Generation 1 Soundwave, because I didn't ask for Transformers for Christmas 1984, but Santa brought me this one and started my dark descent into the mythos. Yeah, Soundwaves are pretty nice gateway into Transformers. G-Brew. I will also not sell my Trend Masters, Extreme Ghostbusters, Egon and Kylie. OG Kenner Slimer, the one I've had since I was 3. Yes, sir. David Thanos, not figure related. When I was heavy into collecting 18 scale diecast, I was able to track down the 66 and 89 Batmobiles. I've had people offering me 200 for each. Nice. So you are absolutely like, nope, not enough. It's cool. Like actually hearing from somebody that got a chance, but has not. Very cool. JMC. What's up, Jeff and crew? What's up? How are you? Rick Cage, 10th Doctor. Some things are fixed. Some things are in flux. DC, fixed. Medical 112, fixed. Lawson. I'd never sell my $6 million man with engine block. I restored one to mint condition with a beautiful repro box to put him in. It's like a brand new figure from 74. Time traveled. It's 2025. Nice. King Collector. Yes, I agree. I still get the old Wildcats figures. Can't let them go. How many do they make of that? Here, G. The only icons I didn't get was Swamp Thing because I didn't really like the figure. Right. Probably will pick him up at some point just to be complete. It's pretty good, man. Did it cost you a lot or did you just buy them when they all came out? Because I do regret not getting the Super Sons. Because when they were released, I was like, oh, who cares about a book on these two? And I was like, Super Sons is so awesome. It was like, oh wow, it's sold out, and now it's super expensive. Method of Madness. I was collecting Wildcats on and off for about 20 years. The only thing I'm missing is the one vehicle, two variants, 12 pack or 1 2 pack, and the three giant size variants. I have all the single releases though. Very cool. Rick Cage, Marvel and DC Eagle Moss figurines fixed. Those are also cool. Jibru. And I would never sell my beat up filthy Kenner real Ghostbusters Firehouse playset, which my late grandmother bought my brother and I for $4 at a Goodwill in Florida after mom told us no. Nice. Grandmothers are the best. Snake Eyes. I'm never getting rid of my figure art Kingdom Hearts Goofy, and whenever the figure Figma Solid Snake come, I will never get rid of him. Okay. But what if it's a bad figure? Michael Solis. I would never sell my Bing Bang Boom Werewolf Hulk. That was a good looking figure too. Jamelin. I can't imagine selling my vintage Joes or superpowers. Probably not my childhood Motu figures either. I'm impressed you have them. That's pretty cool. Lawson. I have all the Kenner Star Wars figures except Jabba's band from the first 3 film stuff. They're all loose but complete with original everything. All paint is good, etc. Nice. King Elector Thanos. I feel you about those Batmobiles. And I still have them in the box, never took them out. Nice. Hey G, yeah, I was getting them as they were dropping. I was super amped for them because it was so fun, man. So mad still. I'm like salty that they canceled that line. Lawson. I never saw the original Kenner Star Wars figures in my collection now that I have them all again. Instant childhood connections, all of them. Absolutely. Tom Finn. I'd sell all of it tomorrow for a reasonable lump sum and just start all over again on a smaller scale. Tom Finn is the rebel. What's going on? Ski Raider. Classifieds, Rom, and Crystar. Ninja Turtles 1990. Alf not selling. 112 is popping. Popping. Thanks. David Thanos. I remember a few years back, I saw my 25th anniversary. Joe's was going through some rough times, but I kept Zartan and Armored Cobra Commander. Yeah. Did you have the armored one that had the removable helmet? That was cool. There you go. Chibru, our late grandfather, took the Kenner Ghostbusters Firehouse apart to transport it home to Ohio. And our step grandfather put it back together. Nice. David Thanos. The good thing, if I want to buy them back, they're going for the same price. That's good. Lawson. I have a number of classic Micronauts, Karza, all 4 time travelers, Red Lord, Acroyear, Bautron, Microtron, Karza Swords, etc. Don't think I'd sell them either. Eric T, what's going on? Never sell my Kenner Superpowers figs or Hall of Justice playset. Yeah. Superpowers are really fun figures. Oh, speaking of fun stuff, why not do another giveaway? Yes. I had to make sure I was remembering that right there. We go. So last time on Ready to Die. Oh, let's see. Let me find a good photo here. I think that'll do it. Not you. Let's go for a good photo. There we go. That's better. Okay. Is it better? No. Let's see here. I'm going to continue to my search for a good photo. Is this a good photo? So I can get y'all hyped and ready. It's not really. I don't know what the deal is. Let me try a different one. I know this is so riveting. What is going up for sale? I hope it'll be worth it. All this hype and all this weight, but I think it will be. Because I wanted you to be able to see quite clearly how great the head sculpt is. Maybe you know what I'm talking about now. So let's do this. Let's get up a new window so we can get you all set for another giveaway. Live stream is tonight. Okay. Now let's do this. That's in the window. Awesome. Okay. Cool. Now, what are we giving away? Let me do this first. My niece plays with a firehouse now. That's cool. DJ Jedi. I can't see myself ever parting with my hard-earned Yamamoto 160 scale macros Veritex. Every what's VF? Every Veritech fighter Rick ever piloted. Also, probably gonna have to bury me with my SOC Lion and Vehicle Voltrons. SOC. It's been too long. I feel like there's some stuff I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna just take it down there with me, but I'm with you, DJ Jedi. Rick Cage. DC Direct Museum Wonder Woman statue. Walmart exclusive Seekers. TRU Masterpiece Soundwave and Optimus Prime. Optimus Prime is sweet. Better than the Madness. Now that I'm thinking about it, I can't part with my Metal Gear Solid figures either. McFarlane did some straight fire with those from all three games. I don't have them all, but most are my faves. Very cool. Lawson, I never sell my Kenner superpowers either. I have a Batman and Robin 2-pack still in the package. Most of the original superpower figures, including Cyborg, Shazam. Still no lightning transforming me into a superpower. Sigh. All right, back to the stream. Thompson. The last thing I'd probably sell and the first thing I would buy back is my Mego World's Greatest Superheroes 50th Anniversary figures. They bring back so many great memories. They're pretty fun. AJ, my FX Black Hush Batman. Unless Mattel can top it, it's my ideal Batman plus little sentimental. Got my first paycheck as a new job to treat myself. Nice. Yeah, you got to do that. King Elector, Thanos. Those 25th Joes are the best 3.75 inch Joes. If you're going to collect that size, that's the line to get. And you can get so many vehicles and accessories with them too. Ski Raider includes Action Force. Nice. Method of Madness. You guys talking about the OG Ghostbusters Firehouse makes me sad that my dad donated my old Ecto 1 when I went to college. The figures are in rough shape, but man, I love that thing. I hear you. Soul of Chogogan? Thank you, Jamila. Spider fan. I'll never get rid of my Marvel Legends brown suit Wolverine from the Juggernaut wave. He was my first ever figure. Very cool. That's a really great first figure because I still think they did an awesome job with that one. It was so cool to finally have that version of Wolverine. I mean, because geez, Toy Biz did that in Marvel Legends 6, so they have a better version of it. So cool. Very nice. It's a great first figure to have. Lawson, the one that they used to do Jetfire, but with a different head. Thank you. Jace, DJ Jedi, I agree with those. I'm mad I didn't pick Max and Miriam's Veritex. They have them at Ollie's, I think, or some of those. Retro Robo, I really wish that I'd never sold any of the figures in my collection, but in reality, during those times, I really needed to. Lawson, I'd never sell my Mezco Conan or the Shadow figures. Maurice, I doubt I'd be able to part my Astro Boy or Turtles figs. How many turtles do you have? Jibru. I also once saw the pop gun from the real Ghostbusters Ghost Goggles and Popper 2-pack that my great grandmother bought me for my 7th birthday. Very cool. Hey guys, Jazzware's Sonic line is so much better than Jack Pacific Sonic line now. Cool. Retro Robo. Some of the ones I would hold on to the most of the main Marvel Legends teams, like classic Avengers, X-Men, and Fantastic Four. Got to keep the HasLab Galactus and Surfer, and of course, old High Pockets himself. Absolutely. John Morrissey. I've already commissioned a custom casket that is 6 feet wide and 10 feet long because my 2,000 plus Marvel Legends are coming with me to Valhalla. Oh, I felt like that was needed for some reason. Blake, I never saw my Mezco Classic Iron Man or Silver Centurion figures made with some metal and so heavy, plus all the accessories. Those figures did look cool. Lawson, I had the first 3 waves of the original 1981 Mo 2 figures. I'd probably sell those, but I wouldn't want to without a fist fight first. Nice. Rick Cage, a flock pop of Toys R Us Jeffrey that I wanted to play raffle on my store site. That's cool. Eric, my NECA King Syndicate features the Phantom. It's a particular favorite of mine, as well as the Defenders of the Earth version, reminiscent of my childhood figure. Yes. So cool. Maurice, Pizza Club Turtles, Joy Toy Turtles. I pre-orders in for the Lin Ji Hun Turtles. Cool. Very good. I think I'm caught up now. So, time for a giveaway. Who's up for one? So Yojo June is knocking But you don't have to wait till June. You don't have to wait till Sunday. Giving away G.I. Joe Classified Series figures right now. And today's giveaway comes to us courtesy of Lawson Wallace. And that is for this delightful G.I. Joe Classified Series Night Force Lieutenant Falcon, complete with actual nicely sculpted head sculpt and Quarrel. So, how do you get these figures? Well, I'm gonna drop this one now. Oh boy, there we go. Long week. And now I'm going to open up a new screen for you. While I do that, y'all can see this here. Present, share screen. I'm giving this one a special hashtag in honor of the actor who voiced him in G.I. Joe the movie. Don J. Hashtag Don J. That gets you in to the sweepstakes, the giveaway raffle for our Night Force Quarrel and Lieutenant Falcon in their Night Force garb. King Collector, on a side note, speaking of 3.75 inch figures, did anyone collect those awesome Eagle Force figures? No, but they did look cool. I almost pulled the trigger on that line so many times, but I couldn't do that price though. How much were they? Yo, Joe. That Budo figure render looks so good. Classified excellent. They absolutely are. John Morrissey. Lawson again. Thank you, Lawson, for being so generous. Exactly. Life's short. Let's all enjoy the ride. Yeehaw! Let's do it. Okay. Let's see. So we've got a lot of people responding now to this hashtag. So while that's going on, let's see. Last count. There's 11 people. So your chances are pretty good. Woo! Daniel Evans. Absolutely. King Collector. Eagle Force is like 25 each. Those are the 3.75 inch figures. So 25 for them is like almost as bad as the vintage collection figures now. Absolutely. Rick H. I have 90% of those awesome Eagle Force figures. Very cool. Y'all have me on this joint. Like, I want to see this stuff. Don't forget the one I sent you, Jeff. Did you send it to me tonight? Let me see here. Let me check. So here we go. Oh, okay. I'll do that. I got nothing but joy from giving nothing but joy. Nice. Sounds like an even trade. Nice. Good luck, all. The winner gives me their mailing info by midday tomorrow. I have it mailed out tomorrow. Nice. Let's give it up for Lawson. Just constantly contributing to these giveaways. Just thank everybody. Our VIP members, they're contributing to these giveaways. So shout out. I know some of them like to remain anonymous when they do these giveaways. So thank you, VIP members. Y'all rock. Roger Robo. Lawson, did you happen to find a heavyset man lying still on your front lawn wearing a red snowsuit? Just asking because the generosity is incredible. Absolutely. Maybe he is Santa Claus with a mean jumping sidekick. All right, let's see here. So I will give this one more minute because we have one more giveaway tonight won't be just any night. And I've already shown you one of those figures that is one of the other figures that's going up for a giveaway. So I think at this point, everyone who wanted in is in there. Makes me wonder if Lawson stole the stuff off the Walmart truck. Method to Madness, Lawson is the gift that keeps on giving. Thank you for all that you do for the figure fam. Absolutely. Ski Raider, Violent Night, Santa Claus confirmed. David Thanos, you said it was our secret. knew you're out there with Vin Diesel and them. Russia Robo. Absolutely, Jeff. I'm thinking Lost Inside the Santa Claus. Let's see here. My reception is getting fuzzy, so you might be seeing me a little weird right now. I'm waiting for that to kick off before I do the giveaway. King Collector, Rick Cage, that's awesome. That Eagle Force line is probably the funniest line I've saw in a long time. I wish they were, me too. I would be all over those figures. They were 6 inches. Santa lost it. All right, let's do this thing now because we have one more to do and it's after 10. How did that happen? All right, we're about to start our giveaway. So, last chance, Don J, before I press start it up. So, there you go. 15 entries. We are about to begin the drawing right now. Dark Knight 297. Congratulations. You have won the Night Force Judge Classified Series, Lieutenant Falcon, and Quarrel. So do me a favor, send me your address, and that way I can make sure to send it off to Boston. My studio is like a toy museum. Happy to share the love. You have been sharing the love big time, my friend. Wish we are so appreciative. Dark9297, hit me up here, lylesmoviefiles@gmail.com. Oh, also on the giveaway spirit of things, any DMV Lyles Figure Files viewers, let me know. You can also hit me up at lylesmoviefiles.com. Ballerina screening, early screening tickets are going to be given away. So if you're a VIP member, let me know. And you happen to live in DMV, I'll send a pass along to you before I make it available to the public. You won, indeed. Which means you won't be eligible to win this next thing. So let me do this. Don't forget, send me an email here, my email address, and I'll send this off to Loston. Now, I think I have to do this to start another giveaway. So let's do this. See, great. New live stream. Okay. I said this one is for something you've already seen. So, did I actually hold up? Oh, man. Yeah, you're going to go into this. Yes, that one. Yeah, man. I'm looking forward to that one. Get to see it Monday. So maybe one of y'all who live in the DMV can as well. All right. So I mentioned this one. You get a chance, courtesy of a Lyles Figure Files VIP member, to get your own version of this guy, Cyborg Superman. It pays to stay here through the entire show. You can get a Cyborg Superman for yourself. This is mine, but you can get your own courtesy of this giveaway to get your version of Hank Henshaw, aka the Cyborg Superman from McFarlane's voice. All you have to do is put in this code, the real Superman, who's not Hank Henshaw, by the way. But there you go. Yeah, what? What indeed? It's craziness here. We're giving away all kinds of stuff. And again, thank you to the VIP member who puts all this stuff up, who's putting stuff up. There's multiple members. You don't even know who's doing it. And they're just coming through big time for you all and for this show. So it's awesome. Oops, appreciate that. Of course, did 6-inch figures? Oh, that's their Monster Force figures. That makes sense. You need to be in DC, Maryland, or Virginia. If you're in one of those, and willing to drive to the theater, it's all you. You can absolutely get it. Or the passes. It's weird. Insanity. Man, you know us. We're just wild out here tonight. Just wilding out to close out May. Wow. How great is the Cyborg Superman? Amazing. We'll see how this thing goes here. Let's see. So it looks like right now we got 12 entries. So people are rolling, looking forward to it. So let's see here. How exciting. Cool. Let's see here. I'm going to give this one 2 more minutes. It's Monday, 7 p.m. Rundle Mills. I need a Cyborg Superman like badly. Good luck, all. Absolutely. So let's see. It's about that time. I'm going to give you 1 more minute. So if you want in, if you want your chance, let's try this one. There we go. To get the Cyborg Superman, all you got to do, put in the hashtag the real. Oh, okay. It's cool. I did not know that. You force there's Warriors line where the dude looks like a leader Mega Force. Still waiting for that one. Another one like Micronauts. Huh. Right? Okay. So let's do this thing. Oh, reception. I think it's about to storm over here. So let me make sure that this goes through before I will kick off this one. Oh, cool. It's done. Let's do this while there's no funny business going on with the storm. 16 entries. Let's see who wins. Maurice Phillip. All right, Maurice, do me the same favor. Congratulations. You got yourself a Cyborg Superman from McFarlane Toys. Do me this favor. There we go. Email me at loudsmoviefiles@gmail.com. Send along your information. And that way, our VIP member will let me know everything else that I need to know for you. So congratulations. Congratulations. Whoa, thanks. Absolutely. Oh, they're such good sports. I feel like I would not be in this circumstance. Y'all are better than me. And let me do this off here now. Okay, so where are we at now? Oops, a couple more comments. Yes. All right. I did a full video on my thoughts on the Marvel Legends, Marvel vs. Capcom, minus the versus Capcom part, reveals today. Check that out. You're not a VIP member. I'll have the Fantastic Four reaction video up for you sooner, a little bit later, not right now, but you can definitely watch the Marvel vs. Capcom video right now. It's up, and I'll comment and respond as well on that. Back on Wednesday, we'll be doing another Lyle's Movie Files. Maybe we'll do another watch along. Who knows? And then, of course, we'll be back doing this all over again next Thursday. What will we talk about? What will we give away? Who knows? Maybe we'll just talk and hang out and have a good time. But whoever knows, it'll be fun. It'll be a blast because you all are hanging out, doing our thing, being kind and being good and cool to each other, which I appreciate it. We're all pretending to be happy. So that's what I gotta be. We're all just pretending not to be sad. Absolutely. All right. Well, thank y'all for hanging out with me on this Thursday night. I appreciate it. If anything else drops, if any new Yojo June stuff drops, because on Wednesday we'll see some reveals, I'll do, of course, my thoughts on it because all about the Yojo June reveals. So look forward to seeing that be coming up soon. I have some other videos in the pipeline. Maybe I'll get to some this weekend. So stay tuned. But thank you so much for tuning in and hanging out tonight, though. I appreciate it. Hopefully, y'all have an awesome weekend. For now, this episode of the House Figure Files has been filed.